she's breech, so obviously she's not ready to come yet. She needs to flip over. And she may, I mean, she has time to do that. There's no way for me to say she will or won't. Hopefully she will. You'll probably be able to tell when she does, because she's getting bigger and it'll make more of an impact now when she turns over.
Okay.
Her leg bone.
She is measuring her legs.
It's around her belly. Head's right up there.
Okay. Is that her spine?
Uh-huh. It is. I'm checking her fluid. Just making sure she still has plenty of fluid. It's her legs. She's moving those feet. So she's like bottom here, body around here, head's right there. Her feet are over here. So, you know, legs are coming up that way and her body's going around that way. So she has to be head down not to have a C-section. You know, she's
Right. Is
breech.
it abnormal for her to be this far along and not be?
No, we see it sometimes. I mean, majority of the babies are probably head down by now, but not all of them.
Okay.
For sure, not all of them. And there is still time. Even at the very end, sometimes we think there's no way they can turn.
And then they do.
And they do. And you still have plenty of fluid that she can.
Okay.
But like I said, you'll probably feel it. It'll feel like she's having a day where she's kind of going crazy in there. I mean, it's gonna, it'll be a good bit of movement.
Okay.
She's got a lot of hair. A lot. So this is the top of her head, and see this, all this little
Yes.
lines, that's all hair.
That's cool.
There's her little face.
She's blowing bubbles.
It's her cord. It does look like bubbles, so.
Yeah.
You can even see that hair kind of standing up on her head.
Yeah. That is so cool. I cannot wait to see what color hair that has.
She's got a big piece of cord coming right up in front of her. I'm gonna try to show her to y'all, but that may be in the way of her face. It won't hurt her. I mean, it's not in a place. It's just a loop that goes up and comes back down. But I'm gonna try to show her to y'all in 3D, and it'll be in the way. I can promise you. I can tell by looking at it. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna block her view, but maybe we can see some of her. She's got those legs and arms all up there too.
Oh, wow.
She is, okay, let me give you an idea of where, that's her head, top of her
Yeah.
head almost. She's kind of looking down that way, and then she's got an arm coming up and a
I
leg
see the
coming up.
hand. Yeah.
You can kind of see, trying to turn it, you can see a little bit of the bridge of her nose there, but you
Yep,
can't see
I see it
like
now.
Yeah.
kind of the indention of her eye, but you can't see a lot of her because of, see, there's a piece of cord right there. And
Yeah.
looking through cords kind of like looking through a shower door. You know how like you can see through them, but you can't really
blurry,
see through
yeah.
them. Yeah, that's kind of, it'll kind of be the same way like when it overlaps something. So that's like, it's kind of going like that. So you're like having to look through it to see her. But you get an idea of kind of where
Mhm.
she's laying at in there. She's got a lot around her, so she's automatically one of those. Turn towards me, Sarah. Your side. There you go. See those legs stretched right up her face. That I think helped a little bit though. Look, you can see a little bit of her there.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
A little bit of her little nose. That's her leg coming up.
Jeez. Flexible.
Oh, yeah, she is. They're very flexible at this stage. Okay, so I'm straightening that up a little.
Oh,
just
yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Both of them. And
Nose.
her little
That's
feet
her
are
arm.
like touching
That's
her
a
head.
leg. Yeah, foot and a foot.
Oh my goodness.
She has some long legs.
Goodness. They're all stretched out
Oh,
too.
that's cool.
Look, you can see her feet there. See her little foot
Mhm.
and her foot.
She's flexible.
She doesn't have a choice as she's in a little spot. That's why when babies come out, they like stretch those arms and legs out. 'Cause they've
Mhm.
been in such confined space for so long.
Hmm.
You see her little toes popping in right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She just gives us little bitty peeks of her. Don't get a lot.
She's shy.
It's like take in what you can get.
Yeah.
And this kind of looks weird right here, and let me tell you why. The way 3D works and 4D works, this is 4D, but if you look at a frozen picture, you really can't tell the difference. So
Mhm.
everything behind this line, you can see like skin level on. But if you go through it, there are some instances, most people think of 3D and 4D as just, you know, a pretty picture, and that's, of course it is. But there are some instances we use it in diagnostic cases, like look at bone inside. So this is like the skin line of her arm, because part of that elbow is outside of that focal zone.
Uh-huh.
So you can see both bones, you know, there's two bones
Oh,
in your
I
arm right
see.
there, and you see both of them. It looks like the skin's open.
So
It's
you're actually
not
looking
open.
into the arm.
Right there you are, because my
Yeah.
focal zone is right through the middle of it. If I
Right.
move it out, then we're into the placenta.
Oh, I see.
If I move it in, so there's kind of a fine line, because the babies don't lay completely neutral. Like this sticks
Mhm.
out on you more than this and this and this.
Mhm.
Kind of it would work the same way if you were, you know, I were doing it on you, like a full scan on your body. So there's parts of it you can see better. I can see that elbow if I come out and manipulate my image a little bit, but I lose my face view.
Right.
So that's why it looks kind of weird right there. I'm trying to get the face view and a foot, but you can't see all of that arm and elbow. It's just